I'm telling you, kids, don't come to Hollywood. I'm serious.
Your camera's there.
Is that me?
Jim, what about for you? I mean, you had it, on such a grand scale. All of a sudden, you were the biggest movie star in the world, and your paychecks and all of it were public. And I imagine getting out of a car, it was being swarmed with
And
people.
90% myth as well. So that's a tough thing to deal with.
What does that feel like?
People
What does it
create your life.
Yeah?
They take elements that are true and they put it in an article so the article looks legit, and yet there's so much of the article that isn't true. So that's something to kind of teach you that, hey, you know what? In order to go forward, I have to let go of what this creation is. And I ultimately found that even the me I created wasn't real, so that left me in an odd, precarious situation.
Jim Carrey told the truth about Hollywood and Fame suggesting that nobody should come to Hollywood. Let's see how Matt Damon warns Hollywood about hunting Jim Carrey.
Can I help you? What do you want?
Well, just calm down, man. I missed the last category. Did you win?
No, we didn't win, all right? And
Oh, that's a bummer.
the Emmy for direct...
No, it makes a lot of sense, but it's... You must be really bummed out.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Thank you.
So you're not going to get a trophy.
Matt Damon interrupts Jimmy Kimmel on stage, playfully asking, "Did you win?" After Jimmy admits they didn't win, Damon, keeping things casual, responds, "That's a bummer." The crowd laughs as the tension builds, and Damon acts genuinely shocked that Jimmy didn't take home a trophy.
No, I don't get a trophy then. Are you finished? You done?
Wait, who did get a trophy? Who won?
John Oliver, he was just out here. What do you mean who won?
Yes. They know. I knew. I had him in my pool.
Do you mind if I continue with the show?
No, I mean... Oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing? This is so humiliating.
Damon, now fully in roast mode, points out how disappointed Jimmy must feel. He adds a little salt to the wound, mentioning how it's even more humiliating to stand in front of the audience after a loss. The playful ribbing continues as Damon sarcastically asks the audience to give Jimmy some pity applause, which Jimmy quickly refuses.
I'm sorry. I mean, you lost, and now you gotta stand out here for the rest of the night in front of everybody. That's really... No, I mean, when you probably just want to go home and curl up and cry. I'm sorry, but hey, can we cheer Jimmy up? How about, he's a big loser. Big round of applause for the big loser.
No, I don't want a big round of applause. I don't need pity applause.
No, you're
not a big loser.
You're a pretty big loser. You're a pretty big, and I, for one, am really...
Not letting up, Damon insists on a hug, calling Jimmy a pretty big loser and promising to catch him at the after party. When Jimmy, surprised, asks, "There's an after party," Damon drops one last playful insult, brushing off Jimmy's confusion and saying, "Never mind."
I'm sorry about that, and I think everybody else here feels really sorry for you. Come here. Come on.
Thanks, I really appreciate your concern.
You bring it in. Okay, I'll see you later at the after party.
There's an after party?
Never mind. Oh, hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Tell your mom I like them apples.
As Damon walks away, he delivers one final jab, saying, "Tell your mum I like them apples." The crowd erupts into laughter, leaving Jimmy smiling and speechless after this unexpected roast.
The one thing, like, people talk about depression all the time. The difference between depression and sadness is just, from happenstance, whatever happened or didn't happen for you. And depression is your body saying, "Fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me." So a friend of mine who's a spiritual teacher has a really good take. His name is Jeff Foster, and his take on it is that they should change, you should think of the word of depressed as deep rest. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play.
Jim Carrey said on depression that your body needs deep rest.
I'm here tonight to present the Academy Award for Outstanding Achievement in Film Editing. That's all I'm here to do. I can just show up and enjoy the parties. No, I'm sorry. I didn't expect that to happen. Winning the Oscar is not the most important thing in the world. It's an honor just to be oh, God. It's my own fault. I screwed it up. I would have thought that voting for myself was going to make the difference, you know, but you really got to get out there and talk to people. Anyway, who cares? I have been beaten by Roberto Benigni.
Jim Carrey got emotional while getting the Oscar for Best Film Editing.
Bryan Cranston looks like Jim Carrey impersonating Matthew McConaughey. All righty then.
Bryan Cranston was impersonating Jim Carrey and Matthew McConaughey.
We still have comedy, though. We still have great comedy out there. There's always Ramblin' Joe Biden. What the f***? Joe says shit that even people with Tourette's go, no. No. What is going on?
Robin Williams begins by thanking the Hollywood foreign press for recognizing comedy, saying that comedians are often seen as special people, but it's a big deal when they're invited to the table with the adults. His playful remark sets the tone, adding, "You even give us our own category, comedy and dancing." Jim Carrey, seated in the audience, smiles knowingly.
Joe is like your uncle. I'm proud of him. Sit down.
Robin continues to joke about dancers not making it to the stage that night, turning to Jim and pointing out how rare it is for comedy to get serious recognition. He throws in a quick joke about Star Trek the musical, which gets laughs from the crowd. Jim's reaction shows his admiration for Robin as he laughs along, nodding in agreement.
Like a group of junkies who've relapsed going, listen, man, I just need some liquidity, you know what I'm saying? I just ran into some bad subprime, you know? We just had complex formulas. We just didn't factor in greed and panic, you know? I just need $805 billion by Tuesday. Yeah, no, seriously. No, I would not screw you again.
As Robin wraps up his speech, he emphasizes how comedy has been acknowledged over the years, calling it a glorious thing. Jim, still smiling, looks visibly touched, appreciating the light-hearted yet heartfelt tribute from one comedy legend to another.
Wow. You look healthy. You look healthy.
Well, you know, you do the superhero movie and so you get muscle and then muscle turns to fat, you know. You're like,
wow, I mean, really.
Off and on and off cycle.
Yeah, no, I mean, no offense. I really don't mean to put you in an uncomfortable position, but you really ballooned up.
Thanks. I didn't think this was going to be about body shaming tonight.
What is going on here?
I just thanks, but
what do you got, a monkey under there or something? What's happening here?
As Ben Affleck walks in, Jimmy greets him, commenting, "You look good, healthy." Ben smirks and responds, "Yeah, I did that superhero movie, got all muscled up, but now it's turning back into fat." Jimmy playfully jabs, "Well, you've really ballooned up there," teasing Ben's size, not realizing what's hiding under his coat. Jim Carrey received standing ovation after he announced that he's quitting acting.
There are situations in life, and this is one of them, where there must be a winner and loser.
acted hilarious while saying loser.
What is going on here? It's moving.
No, it's not.
What the hell is going on
It's
here?
moving.
What
hey,
is
hey,
this?
why are you touching me?
Well, I'm not touching you. Oh.
Jimmy grows suspicious, asking, "What's going on here? You've got something moving under there." Ben tries to shrug it off, but the mystery grows. Jimmy refuses to touch him, but something's clearly happening beneath Ben's coat.
No, sit. I want everyone to sit down. Nobody, no clapping.
I just think it's gone on long enough.
This is the, you know what? I'm upset with you more than him about this.
Finally, Jimmy figures it out. "Is that Matt Damon?" he exclaims, clearly annoyed. The crowd erupts in laughter as Matt, crammed under Ben's jacket, reveals himself. "What are you doing here?" Jimmy asks, visibly upset. "You know what he's done to me, Ben," but Ben deflects, insisting it's time to bury the hatchet.
I think it's maybe time to bury the hatchet here, man.
You get to decide when it's time to bury the hatchet? You know what he's done to me?
I think as a mutual friend, it's time to,
This is not about you. This is about, well, there is no us. It's not about us.
Matt, have a seat. Come on, sit down.
No, don't have a seat. That's my seat. I don't want him to sit. Not technically the guest chair.
Jimmy, not amused, refuses to let Matt sit down, saying, "You're not a guest, Matt. You're ruining the show." Ben tries to keep things light, but Jimmy's irritation is clear. "No one wants you here," Jimmy says, and the audience roars with laughter as Matt sheepishly reacts.
This is not a guest. This is not a guest segment. This is not a guest appearance.
This feels amazing.
This is not a guest appearance.
This is nice. I feel good about this.
Yeah, you might feel good about it. I don't feel good about it. This is the guest chair. That's not the guest chair. That's a spare chair. In case anything happens to this guest. You're ruining the Oscar show. Nobody wants you here.
Jimmy pulls out a photo of a young Matt and Ben, laughing at how far they've come. "Look at you. You were so innocent back then." But the banter quickly returns to the ongoing feud as Jimmy jokes that Matt's been riding Ben's coattails for years. The playful rivalry is on full display, and it's clear that even with all the jokes, there's a lot of love between these two.
Sorry.
Jim Carrey is back with a spot-on, hilarious impression of President Joe Biden. This 2023 edition is packed with moments that will leave you in stitches. Watch as Jim nails every line, making you feel like Biden himself is addressing the nation.
I'm just so excited to talk to America with real-life Americans. Hey, George, check it out. That's a dance for the kids on TikTok. Where the hell are you? Huh?
Go ahead.
Hey, here's the deal.
Jim kicks things off, bursting with excitement. "Sorry, I'm just so thrilled to talk to real-life Americans." He waves at the crowd, brimming with energy, then says, "Hey, George, check this out," as he breaks into a TikTok dance move, making everyone crack up. "Where the hell are we?" he asks, looking around in mock confusion.
I actually have a plan. It's a detailed proposal for doing or achieving something. If elected, I promise I won't tweet once because I don't know how. Hello! It's great to be here. Hey, is that Bobby Clark? Could I speak directly to the American people?
Is it gonna be weird?
Totally. Here's the deal. No, it's not.
With Biden-like seriousness, Jim continues, "Here's the deal, folks. I actually have a plan." He pauses dramatically. It's detailed. "If elected, I promise one thing, no tweeting." The audience erupts, and he adds in typical Biden humor, "Because I don't know how."
Do a little Matthew McConaughey, because heretofore, Matt Damon was the only one I knew who could come close on a Matthew McConaughey.
You're gonna have to come real close with the microphones.
All right. Is there a secret? Is there a tip to doing this?
Oh no, it's real simple, Dave. It's real simple. All I got to do is let go of the illusion that I exist. Drive around in my Lincoln, rolling this booger.
Jim Carrey became famous for Matthew McConaughey impression.
Excuse me. Losing control. Where was I?
You said, look, here's the deal.
Oh, right. Look, here's the deal. Nope, lost it. The country's counting on you. And just stand here and look lucid.
Jim's Biden scans the room. "Hey, is that Bobby Clark?" He motions toward an imaginary person, then turns to the camera. "Can I speak directly to the American people? Is it going to be weird?" "Totally." Then, with a chuckle, he admits, "Wait, where was I again?" He pauses. "Oh, right. Here's the deal. Nope, lost it." The crowd roars with laughter.
I'm definitely going to concentrate. I'm going to try to keep my cool. What is that? Where's that coming from? Yeah.
Determined, Jim refocuses, saying, "The country's counting on you. Just stand here, look lucid." He throws up his hands, exasperated, while trying to keep his thoughts together. "I'm definitely concentrating. Wait, what is that?" He looks around, perplexed. Where's that coming from? The audience is in stitches as Jim wraps up the perfect Biden impression.